In this video, I'm going to do 3 questions from the chapter Heron's formula. So let's begin with the first question. So in the first question, it says that area of a regular hexagon of side A. So let's say if I make a hexagon and it's a regular hexagon, you should know that hexagon is a 6-sided closed figure, and it's a regular hexagon means that here all sides are of equal length, right? Now check here, if I join each of the vertex from the center, let's say if I join this vertex with the center, I'll join with freehand only. You can observe here that it is split into triangles, right? And as you can see that the side of the hexagon is given A here. So we'll be taking this side as say A. Now what is the property used here is that in an hexagon, the hexagon is actually divided into how many? 6 equilateral triangle. You can count the number of equilateral triangle. And the formula for finding the area of an equilateral triangle is what? Area of an equilateral triangle is √3 over 4 times side. And the side is A here. So √3 over 4A square. Now, as you can see that we have 6 equilateral triangle. Therefore, this area of this regular hexagon should be how much? 6 times, that is 6 multiplied by the area of equilateral triangle, which is √3 by 4A squared. So you can further reduce it. This is by 2 times, this is by 3 times. So your final answer is going to be √3, 3√3 over 2, right? A square. So this will be the answer for the first part here. Now let's move to the next question. That is the second one. Now, if I see the second question, that is this one. It says one side of a right angle triangle is 20 centimeter. The question is one side of a right triangle is 20 centimeter, and the difference of the lengths of the hypotenuse and the other side is 8 centimeter. So we have to find the other sides and the area. So first I'm going to make an equilateral triangle. Let's say I am going to make an equilateral triangle first. Sorry, it's not an equilateral triangle, it's a right angle triangle. Right. So I took this angle as 90 degree and I say name this as ABC. Now here one side is given as 20 centimeter. Let's say I took this side as BC as 20 centimeter. Further it says difference of the length of the hypotenuse and other side is 8. Now it's important to remember that hypotenuse is the longest side. So if I take one side as X, the hypotenuse has to be 8 centimeter longer. Now let's understand. This difference is given. Still, I'm taking this as X and this is X plus 8. It's because you can figure out that the difference here between this and this is 8 again. One more time, hypotenuse is the longest side, and that's the reason the difference between this and the hypotenuse is 8. So if I'm taking the perpendicular, say this side, one of the leg as X, then this has to be 8 plus X. Now we know that we have a Pythagoras relation between them, that is AB square plus BC square should be equal to AC square. What we know that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now I can replace AB with its value, which is X. So this is X square plus BC, which is 20. So that's 20 square, and AC, which is X plus 8 whole square. Now let this be X squared. 20 squared is 400. Now if I apply A plus B whole square, this is A square plus 2 times AB, which is 16x, plus B square, which is 8 square, that is 64. Now we can observe this X square get cancelled here. So what do we get? This is 400 minus 64 is equal to 16x. So how much is this? 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 6 is 3, and this is 3. And that divided by 16 should give you the value of x. Now this is 16 one time, 16 two, and one time. Am I right? 16, yeah, that's 2 times and 1 time. So we got x as 21. Now, once you got x, we can see that this will become how much? This should become x is equal to 21. And this will become 21 plus 8, that is 29. So now if I read the question, what they are asking, we have to find the other sides. Okay, we found the other sides as is coming as 21 and 29, and the area of the triangle. Well, we'll be applying half base into height instead of finding area of the triangle by Heron's formula. So the required area is what? Half into base into height, or the altitude. So half into, I can see from the figure, how much is the base? That's 20, and altitude is how much? 21. So I can reduce this to 1 times to 10 times. So it comes out to be 210, right? That's 210 centimeters square. Is it centimeter? Yes. So this is how the second question is done. Now I'll do one MCQ. Let's erase this. Coming to the next question. All right, this is the next question. It says the length of the sides of a triangle are consecutive integers. So we have a triangle. Let's say I make a triangle first. This is any triangle, and I name this triangle, say, I name this triangle is ABC. What does it say is that length of the sides of the triangle are consecutive integers. So consecutive integers are what? If I take consecutive integer, that is x. If I take first as x, then the next is x plus 1, and the third is x plus 2. So let's say if I take this as x, this is going to be x plus 1, and this is x plus 2. Now it says that further, if I read the question, what does it says? It says that this triangle has the same perimeter as the perimeter of an equilateral triangle with the sides of length 9 centimeter. So we are given an equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle, and its side is how much? 9 centimeter. 9. Each side is 9. So what do we know? That the perimeter of this equilateral triangle is what? The perimeter of this equilateral triangle is 3 into 9, as all sides are equal, that is 27 centimeter. And the perimeter of this triangle is also equal to the perimeter of this equilateral triangle. So what we conclude here, I can say now the sum of the lengths of these three sides, which is the perimeter of this triangle, x, that is x plus 1, and the next is x plus 2, should be equal to the perimeter of this triangle, which is 27. Now this is 3 times x, and 1 plus 2 is 3, is equal to 27. So now we have 3x is equal to 23 minus 24. And x is equal to 24 divided by 3, that is 8. So we got this as 8. Now what we have to find out here is the length of the shortest side of the triangle. Well, from here we can see from the figure that is x, which is 8 centimeter, x plus 1 is 9, and x plus 2 is 10. Anyway, we had to get the smallest, and the smallest is clearly 8. So we'll say that C is the correct option for this question.